Hey, just do your thing, bro.
No, do your thing.
No, but you do your thing. I'll do my thing.
No, do your thing.
No, because I want to
do your thing, and then I'm gonna do my thing while you're doing your thing.
I don't like the back.
Say the thing.
Welcome back to the #1 podcast in the world, guys. This has been proven by absolutely nobody. There is not a single website that you can find that information on. However, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, and right here. This is YouTube. If you're seeing my face, it's because you're on YouTube.
And if you know where Brian's house is, you can also find us.
No, stop saying that. You keep saying that. We're trying out a new set today, guys. If you've seen any other podcasts, you know this is not the ordinary set, and I think it's a lot nicer. Let us know what you think in the comments.
I was about to say, look.
Well, too bad.
To look at the comments.
I don't like you. Anyways.
Jesus Christ.
I have a funny story today.
Okay, go.
So, Russell.
Wait. Because I have a lot of stuff on my mind that I need to say, but you didn't let me say it.
Well, because
you're
too slow.
We have a guest on. So
understand.
Now I don't want your story either.
No, but my story is not going to be covered on Sunday. It's different. You see, I think things through, unlike you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Anyways, Russell got an Oculus. And I saw this game on TikTok where you're standing on the edge of a building and there's a plank and you get to walk off the plank. And you're like 30, 40 stories up in the sky. And I put it on. I was like, wow, this is crazy. So I called my dad. I'm like, Dad, put this on. Put this on. And he's seeing it. He's like, whoa, it's crazy. And he's like a little scared to like walk off. And I was like, dude, walk off the plank. Because I saw a video where people walk off and you literally fall. And I tell my dad, I'm like, walk off. He's like, give me a second. Let me look around. So I walk up to my dad. And I shove him a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Diego, when I tell you, I've never seen a man fall so slowly to the ground. He busted his ass. Russell comes along. He's crying. My mom is screaming. My dog is barking. And I'm just... I don't know what to think. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Did he fall forward?
Yes.
And he was like...
And he couldn't see. He didn't know he was falling. That's the thing. He was just slowly descending into the ground. And it was so bad, bro. I felt so bad because I was dying of laughter. Like, it was so funny. He fell in, like, slow motion.
You should have recorded it.
No, well, I should have, but I didn't. Anyways, that's my story.
That's a good story.
I agree, and that's why I told it.
Yeah.
Anyways, you want to bring on the guest?
Of course.
You put these headphones quite loud.
Is it really loud?
I think it's a little too loud.
I thought I put it down.
No, you definitely put it up. It's not that bad. Anyways. Introducing today's... What's wrong with you?
It's the wrong direction.
Introducing today's guest. He is an astronaut. He's a chef. His name is Robert, and he does tattoos and piercings. Welcome on, Robert. You know, Diego, you never clap, and it hurts my feelings.
Well, I had to get him the headphones. I was being nice.
Oh, okay. I suppose you're doing something right. Welcome on, man. How you doing?
What's up, man? Good. And you? How are you guys?
I'm doing good, hopefully. How are you doing, Diego?
Doing great.
It's good to hear. You want to bring the mic a little closer just in case?
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect. Yeah, let me just set it up.
There you go.
Perfect.
So for anybody who doesn't know you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
For sure. I'm a tattoo artist based here in Miami. I've been here for like 5 years already. I was born in Connecticut, but I was raised in Brazil. So that's why I have this accent. I came to Miami like 5 years ago to start tattooing over here. And the rest of the story you guys will see.
So, quick question. If you were born in the United States and you were from Connecticut, why you came here for tattooing, but why Miami?
So, all right. So the reason I came to Miami is because I started tattooing in Brazil.
Oh,
so,
okay.
No, he was born in Brazil, right?
No, I was born in Connecticut.
He said this, Diego. Come on.
And then you started tattooing in Brazil.
Yeah, because I was raised in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
I went to Brazil when I was 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
Then I started tattooing when I was 18. And when I was 19, I came back. So when I started tattooing in Brazil. And then I decided to move back to the U.S. And I was living in Connecticut with my dad. After that, like I was trying to do tattoos over there. But to get a license for a tattoo, like to be a tattoo artist over there, you have to do like 2 years apprenticeship in a shop. and I didn't want to do that. So I didn't know how license worked for any other states, but for me it was all the same thing. Had a point that was I met a tattoo artist there that he would do tattoos at his house. Now he's one of my best friends right now, and he invited me to go to a tattoo convention in New York.
Nice.
So when we went to this tattoo convention, I met this artist that he's also Brazilian, and he invited me to come work with him here in Miami. That's how I came to Miami. So I told him I was a tattoo artist. Like I heard he was going to open a tattoo shop here, like with conversation with my friends. So I went to him and I asked, hey, I heard you are going to open a tattoo shop. If you need an artist, I'm here. Like, I'm looking for a job right now. So from there, he invited me to come work with him. And we're about to open the shop like in a month. So if you want to come with us, like after the convention, I'm like, no, I cannot go after the convention. Or like, you had to give me at least a few weeks. He's like, how many days you need? Like, give me 2 weeks and I will be in Miami. And I moved to Miami to work with him.
So it was pretty spontaneous.
Yeah, bro. Like, it just happened. Like, I never been to Miami and I moved here.
Right off the bat. That's nice. Especially Miami's a nice place compared to, I mean, I've never been to Connecticut, but I would assume it's a little better
it's
here.
Boring as fuck. Sorry, I cursed.
Do they have good pizza?
Huh?
Do they have good pizza in Connecticut compared to Miami?
All right. I think if you go to New York, they will have better pizza.
I mean, you didn't really experience Connecticut either way then, right? Because you left when you were 8, then you came back for
I
about...
only stayed for 6 months, basically.
Oh, okay,
when I came back, I stayed there for 6 months, and then I moved to Miami.
By the way, you can curse. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I don't know.
No, you're good. You're good. But, I had something here. Yeah, okay. You said you started tattooing at 18 in Brazil.
Yeah.
But how'd you get into that?
To be honest, I never wanted to be a tattoo artist. Not at all. Like, I don't have patience to drawing. So that in my head, like, how am I going to be a tattoo artist if I have to be there tattooing for, like, hours, you know? So I used to do piercing first. I started doing piercing when I was 15. And then I got into that more. So I met this artist in Brazil that he wanted to teach me how to tattoo. But I was like, nah, man, that's not for me because I don't have patience for drawing. He's like, how you know that's not for you if you never tried it? All right, you have a point. So, he's like, I will teach you for free. If you like it, you can tune. If you don't, you stop right there. I'm like, all right, let's go. So I never practiced on the fake skin or nothing. He's like, just bring your friend. If you fuck them up, I will fix it. All right. He motivated me there. So I did that. So like I brought a friend. I did the tattoo. It came out perfect. For my first tattoo, first time holding a tattoo machine, I loved the result. So I was like, yo, all right, I think this is for me. So from there, he was like, all right, you're not going to tattoo anymore. You just got to watch me tattoo. But I was excited for that. So I found one of my friends had an old tattoo machine, and he let me borrow it. So I was tattooing my friends with that without my mentor knowing that. So every time I would do a cool piece that I thought was cool, I would send it to him, and he will see the shit I did. He's like, bro, stop doing that. You're fucking up people. Like, don't do that. Listen to me. I promise you that if you listen to me, you got to get better on this. I'm like, all right. But I didn't listen to him. I just started tattooing more of my friends and send it to him. Every time I saw it, I thought I did something nice. I would send it to him, and he will say shit to me until one day he stopped teaching me. So I'm like, fuck.
Stop teaching you because of that? Or like you were...
I was not listening to him.
Oh,
he
wow.
told me to stop tattooing at home, and I was not. And I was still tattooing. And I would send it to him because I was proud of what I was doing. But he was like, nah, man. Like, I'm not going to teach you anymore. You're not listening to me. You're doing a lot of shit on people. And I don't want that on my name. I'm like, all right, then, like, what can I do?
Oh, damn.
I mean, how else are you going to learn?
YouTube. That's how I learned most of the stuff I know. After that, I was meeting new artists that was willing to teach me. So I taught some stuff on YouTube. And other stuff that I need to learn, I was asking other artists that I was meeting like through the years, and from there, like, now I'm where I'm at right now, like good at what I'm doing.
That first person that let you tattoo them, that must be one real friend. If he let you potentially permanently mark him for life.
Yeah, I think she only let me tattoo her because she knew if I fucked it up, the artist was gonna fix it. If not, they were not gonna do it. But also my other friends that let me practice when I had the tattoo machine at my house, I fucked them all up.
Oh, wow.
It was all bad, but I fixed most of them. I still have a lot to fix. I fixed most of them.
How many people have you tattooed?
Bro, I have no idea. But it was a lot.
He's making your first mistakes now, though, so that's nice.
But now I'm good. Nobody needs to worry about that.
Wait, so how old are you now?
I'm 25. Just turned 25. Right
So you've been tattooing for about almost 7 years? I mean, basically?
I was 18 in December. So around like 6 years right now.
6 years?
Yeah.
And about at what point would you say you were confident in your skills?
I think when I moved to Miami.
Yeah.
Because before that, I only had like almost 2 years tattooing, and I was still learning. But when I moved here, I started working in this shop that had more walk-ins. So I was doing a lot of more walk-ins on there. So I was practicing more of my lines, doing bigger pieces and all that. And then that made me get more confident on my work. So I think after working at that shop, I got more confident and I learned more because I was around good artists at that point. So my skills grew faster.
That's good.
I have a quick question. How does a tattoo convention work?
All right, so tattoo convention works in two types of way. You can go to a tattoo convention to try to be the best at that convention, or you can go there to make money. I did both ways. I went to make money and I went to compete one time. The last convention I did was probably 3 months ago. Was one in Ohio, I think. I forgot the name right now. I'm probably saying it wrong. But I went to make money out there, but it was too slow, the convention. So I was like, let me just do a piece to compete. And one of the artists that was with me, she let me tattoo her. She's like, oh, I want to do one of the shoes you do. Can you tattoo that on me? Yeah, for sure. Just choose one and we will do it. And she chose one. I did it. I did a micro Air Jordan. And I was like, bro, they have a lot of great artists here. I don't think I'm going to win nothing, but let me just put it out there. So we put that piece to compete, and I won in first place in 2 categories with that. I won on first place for the best portrait because I did a realistic shoes and the best color realism. So you can do that like that for that conventions. You go there to meet new artists. You go there to buy cheaper materials because they do promotions on that. You go there to explore yourself, so more people to know you. You get to meet artists that you like that's big out there and good artists. There's a lot of different types of conventions, different categories of art, so you can compete on that.
That's cool. So it's not really to go look at stuff. People actually go there and it's just a bunch of people tattooing each other.
Yeah. So people go there. You can go and look. They have stuff for you to look. They have I forgot the name right now. The last one I went, they have some bottom modifications. They have some great stuff that they hang you. I forgot the name, so please people don't judge me with this. But most of the people just go to see other people getting tattoos. Other people go to get tattoos because it comes people from all over the country, and sometimes if the tattoo convention is very big, will come people from all over the world to be in the tattoo convention. So if there's an artist you follow that's from Europe or whatever other state or country, you have the chance to meet them and get a tattoo by them in that convention. So that's why we do the convention. Most of the people just want to meet the artists they always wanted to meet and go from there.
And then do you go to these often?
Yeah, I'm going one in New York right now in May.
Yeah, I noticed. I was looking at your Instagram page. You travel a lot. You were just in, what was it, California, right?
Yeah, I was in California. I was doing a tattoo party in Lil Xan's house.
That's for your birthday, right?
No, my birthday was...
Oh, okay.
Did you say tattoo party?
Yeah. It was how it works at tattoo party. We just do a flash day tattoo. What is that? We do a lot of small tattoos. We charge a cheaper price that we would charge normally on the daily basis. And we will have people come in to get those tattoos. And you kind of have a little party, we have drinks for the customers and all that.
That was at Lil Xan's house. How do you tattooed him before? Or?
Yeah, I tattooed Lil Xan before, and like I'm cool with him. Like,
he's tattooed a lot of celebrities. Like,
yeah.
How did you get into like I guess the realm of like celebrity tattoo?
That's a good.
I think what we should really be asking is, you moved down to Miami. Yeah. Did you already have like an Instagram at that point?
Yeah.
And you already had like thousands of followers?
Nah. When I moved to Miami, I would probably have like 3,000 followers or something like that.
You said you came to Miami when you were 19? Or is that when you moved back to Connecticut?
That's when I moved back to Connecticut. Okay. I came back when I got here when I was 20.
Yeah, so you at that point you had only been tattooing for 2 years.
Yeah. So I had an amount of followers, but most of them was from Brazil.
Okay, now how's the come up to?
This is the best part. I like telling this story. All right, so I decided to move to Miami to tattoo with this artist. I was working in his shop for probably like 3 months. We got in a little argument, and then I left the shop. And from there, I started working in another shop. I'm not going to mention the name because I don't want to promote them. But I worked there for 2 years. And then from there, I decided to open my shop. But let me go back a little bit.
Just to clarify, that's the Underground Tattoo Company, or is that something else?
Yeah, that's my shop.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but before I opened my shop, there's that point to the celebrity. My first celebrity I tattooed was Lil Xan. He's an actor. Yeah. He did a lot of movies and all that. But he just walked in the shop, and I didn't recognize him. Nobody at the shop recognized him. So he walked in. It was not even my turn to tattoo him because in a tattoo shop, you have turns to tattoo when it's a walk-in. So he walked in. It was my friend's turn, and Lil Xan wanted a line around his arm, and my friend was like, "Nah, man, you have a better line. Can you do it?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." I talked with him, give him the price. He was cool with it, and then we went to the back he went to my station to tattoo him. My station was the only private room. Like, I had a curtain so I can close the curtain. How it was his first tattoo, he asked to close the curtain, and my head was like, "Oh, his first tattoo, he doesn't want nobody to see him in pain." So, all right, that's cool. But no, he didn't want nobody to see him because he's a celebrity, and I didn't notice that. So it was funny because I was getting sponsored for a tattoo needle brand that time, and I went to my friend that was supposed to tattoo him. Said, "Hey, can you record me tattooing him, like focus on the needle, because I had to make some videos for it." He's like, "Yeah, he's an actor, right?" I'm like, "Nah, man, he's not an actor." he's like, "Yeah, man, he looks familiar." I'm like, "Nah," like I'm looking at him and like I think he's an actor, bro. Like, "Nah, bro, he's nobody." Like, and then, "Can you just make the video for me?" Like, "Yeah, we'll go there in a second." I'm like, so we went there, and my friend got there. And I was like, "Oh, he's just going to record the needle. That's cool." He's like, "Yeah, that's cool." So we recorded it and all that. I finished the tattoo. I did a video of the tattoo. And then he left. When he left, all the customers that was in the shop at that time were like, "Oh, that was Lil Xan, right?" I'm like, "Who?" Lil Xan. Like, "Wait, no. You're just telling me I really tattooed an actor and I didn't even take a picture of it?" I'm like, nah. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, that didn't happen. And I don't have no pictures to prove that. And then, few days later passed, he posted a picture of me tattooing him. His friend took a picture. So when he posted, I'm like, "Yo, that's crazy." Like, he really posted me on his page. I'm still there. Like, I'm still
to this day? About how long ago is that then? That's like...
Oh, that was 2019. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so like 3 years ago then?
Yeah. So, like, when that was the first celebrity ever. So I was like, "Oh, okay. If I tattoo a celebrity, I want to focus on that now. Let me go after that." So I always wanted to tattoo Lil Pump. That was like, because at that time, I was like a big fan of him. So I was like, "Yo, I need to tattoo Lil Pump." But I didn't know how to get to him.
Okay.
It's like, well, how do I go get to Lil Pump? I sent him a text message, a DM on Instagram, but he's not going to answer me, bro. So to get to him was kind of hard. I was like, all right, how do I get to these people now? Like, I don't know them. Like, how I'm going to get to them? So I was like, all right, he had friends. He had friends. I had to reach out to their friends. I reached out to his friend. I'm not gonna say his name right now, but I reached out to him and I asked him, "Yo, want to get a tattoo?" He's like, a few days later, he responded to me. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm down to get a tattoo. No down." Like, all right, perfect. Let's set up an appointment. He's like, "Yeah." Every time we set up an appointment, he will never come. I'm like, fuck. Like, it's getting hard to tattoo even his friend. Like, damn. After 6 months, I finally tattooed his friend. So when we made an appointment, that I already had my shop. I already opened my own shop. And he went to my shop to get the tattoo done. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to say nothing about Little Pump, nothing like that. Let it flow. If he brings me Little Pump, I will be happy and grateful. He started talking about Little Pump. I was like, all right, he's talking about him. Okay, that's cool. He talked about him. He said, like, oh, he's very cool friends with me. I know him before he got famous and all that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And tattooing him, like, just acting on him, that's cool. But in my head, like, fuck yeah, that's dope.
There's no chance.
Fuck. Like, that's cool. And then he said, like, yeah, man, when right now he's in LA. When he comes back, I'm going to set it up for you to tattoo him. I'm like, oh, shit. All right. Like, in my head, I was happy as fuck. In person, yeah, man, that's cool. Like, that's fine. Like, not trying to act, like, too happy. A month passed, and nothing happened. I was like, bah, this guy was probably bullshitting me and just making me feel happy. But then, normally I sleep very late. I probably go to sleep like 2, 3 in the morning, sometimes 4 in the morning. But this day, I traveled with a group of people in a bike road. Like, we went, like, to Naples with a lot of bikes, and then we came back. I was very tired, so I went to sleep like at 10 p.m. And then Little Pump's friend called me at 1:30 in the morning on FaceTime. I was like, what the fuck, this guy's calling me right now? I hung up on him. Like, no.
Oh, no. Damn.
And then he calls again. And I hung up on him again. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, this guy's calling me 1:30 in the morning? And then he calls again. I hung up on him, and then I text him, yo, everything's good, bro? Like, what's up? And then he calls again. I'm like, all right, what the fuck? So I went to the living room, and I answered him, and it was him with Little Pump saying, wake your ass up. Let's go. Let's tattoo me right now, bro. Come on. I was like, yo. I was like, no way, Little Pump is just telling me to go tattoo him right now. Like, I have to go. So I was like, oh, shit, this is really happening. And then Pump got out, and his friends came out and like, yo, if I was you, get your ass here right now and make this happen, because I don't know when this is going to happen again. So, like, just get your ass here right now. I'm like, fuck, all right, let's go. Just send me the address and I will be there. I got there probably like at 2:30. I started tattooing them almost at 4, and I left his house like at 7 a.m.
So you almost missed your opportunity. You hung up on this man 3
like
times.
3 times, right? Like, damn. Then I was like, finally I answered, and it was him. I was like, whoa, shit. All right. Every time now they call me at the time I'm answering.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's
so
true.
It's like, that's a crazy story.
That's cool, because I would have assumed they like it's just something that happened by chance, but you were kind of like actively pursuing the celebrities then.
Yeah, because nobody know me.
Of course.
Like, how they gotta reach out to me? That's gotta be kind of hard. Like, you have to put yourself out there first, and that was the first rapper I tattooed many after that. I think the other nice story that I have was with Sway Lee. When I tattooed Sway Lee, it was kind of funny how I got to him. I texted him on Instagram. In my head, I was like, all right, he's not gonna respond, but still, let me text. I was going to California because he lives in California, and now he have a house here, so he lives here. He's like back and forth. But at that time, he only lived in California, and I was going to California for a week. So I was like, all right, let me send a message saying I'm gonna be there. If you want to get a tattoo, to let me know. 3 days later, he replied to me like, yeah, I'm down.
Oh shit.
I was like, yo. I was like, all right, bro, here's my phone number. Like, if it's better for you, just text me. 3 days later, I wake up, yo, this is Sway Lee. Let's get that tattoo done. I'm like, yo. I'm like, oh, this is really happening. I'm like, yeah, for sure, bro. Let me know. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. So, and then I went to LA. I meet up with him. I was going to tattoo him in a recording studio. So that was the cool part. I heard some new music and all that. and that was dope. Have a very good experience because that was the first time I was in a recording studio with a big artist. So that was a very good experience. And then when I was about to start tattooing him in the recording studio, they had to close the recording studio. So we had to take everything out, pack everything back, and then we went to a hotel and we did the tattoos there. And yeah, that was after that. Like I made up with him a few times. I went out with him and all that. Like he's a very cool guy. Like one of the best people I met.
After your first couple celebrities, I guess, have you had any that came to you, or have you always been the one to reach out?
So the only one that came to me was is a Spanish band, Ciencio.
Oh yeah.
Ciencio. So they basically come to me. His manager texted me, "Hey, I'm the manager of Maluma and Ciencio. The band Ciencio want to get some piercings and tattoos. Can you do them and all that?" I'm like, yeah, for sure. Like, of course I can. Let's make this happen. Like, oh, can you just close the studio for them? I'm like, yeah, but I have to be like later at night because I cannot close the studio in the morning for that. And she's like, no, that's cool. That's better for us and all that. So the whole band came. I pierced everybody. And then I tattooed Christopher. And then my other artist that worked with me, she tattooed the other artist that was from the band. And that was the only one that like reached out to me. The other ones I was like,
yeah. So you're telling me all those other celebrities on your Instagram you've reached out to?
yeah.
That's a lot. I think it looks like a lot of people. I haven't even seen all of them, but I've just scrolled and I'm like, wow.
No, there's a lot. Like I probably like 15 of them. Like
yeah, I've seen Smoke Purpp, Lil Pump, Sway Lee, like you said.
Yeah.
I think Lil Mosey, right?
Lil Mosey, that was the recent one I tattooed. That was in January, February, something like that.
It's very cool.
And yeah. Another good story was when I met Lil Xan.
Okay.
That was a cool one. That was when I used to live in this building in Edgewater, and
I'm sorry to stop you. We're gonna take a pause.
Unpause.
I got a little chilly.
Yeah. Fuck. Pussy.
Jesus, man.
Anyways, welcome back, guys. Let's keep talking about Lil Xan.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you guys how I met Lil Xan. So he was doing a concert on a club under my building, like right in the corner of my building. At the time I went there, I was like, all right, I want to tattoo this guy. So how I'm going to make this happen? I bought the ticket to go there. I was there, and I was like, I was seeing it. I was like, all right, it wasn't COVID time still. Like, so I didn't want to be in the crowd right there, like too much, like people. So I was all the way back. And I was like, all right, if I'm all the way back, there's no way that I'm going to reach out to him. Like, I have to have a way to get to them. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go all the way up there. So the only persons that could be like where he was at, if they was on the VIP section, then yeah, you can hang out in the DJ booth with them. But I wasn't. So like, how I'm going to get up there? So I went to the main area, like, where you have to cross to go there and have a security guard there. So like, all right, how I'm going to pass the security guard? So I was just looking, seeing the movement and all that. And one kid tried to like pass. So he got in there and then the security guard saw him. So the security guard went after him. So at that point when he was after him, I just
walked in.
I just walked in like, no, all right, I'm here now. That's it. And then he was performing, singing and all that. And I saw his manager. So in his manager, I was like, oh, let me give him a card. So like, hey, like I was trying to reach out to him because I had two girls in front of me to like, it was me, two girls, Lil Xan, and his manager. So like if those two girls come out, I was going to be very close to Lil Xan. So I was like, all right. So I was just trying to give him a card. Hey, bro, like I'm a tattoo artist. Like, get the card. And like, and then he's like, oh, yeah, tattoo artist? Like, yeah. Like, all right, man, we will reach out. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. And then I was like, all right, at least I gave him the card. I don't know if I'm going to get close to them that much. From nowhere, the two girls disappear. I'm like, what? All right, perfect. I'm right there.
Face to face.
Face to face. And I go to Lil Xan, hey, bro, I'm a tattoo artist. Like, here's my card. And like, he was too fucked up. So he just grabbed the card and he was with his hand. I like, put it on your pocket. Put it on your pocket because at least tomorrow you will see it. But I don't know what he did with the card. So I was just there talking a little bit with his manager. Yeah, man, I'm a tattoo artist. If you guys want to get something done this week, I saw you guys would be here for a little bit. Like, yeah, for sure. And then it was getting too much people on that area. So they pretended the concert ended so they can't evacuate the area. So I'm like, all right, man. So like, that's it. Like, I'm leaving. So when I was leaving, his manager like, yo, where are you going? You're coming with us. I'm like, what? I'm like, all right. So we went to the backstage. When we went to the backstage, he started talking to me. Yo, so you're a tattoo artist? I was like, yeah, man, I tattooed Lil Pump. I tattooed this pupil and all that and all that. And like, he was like, oh, okay, bro, that's cool. Let's do a tattoo then. I'm like, now? I'm like, yeah, you can. I'm like, not now, bro. I just drank a little bit. But, like, but tomorrow, maybe like that. He's like, oh, we're going to Fort Myers tomorrow. I'm like, oh, I thought you guys was going to be here longer. He's like, no, we're going to Fort Myers, and then we're going to stay from there. And then from there, we're going back to California. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. He's like, oh, but we're doing an after party if you want to come. Of course I want to go. Let's go. So we went to the after party. Like, I talked with him over there. We built a friendship there. I got his number and all that. And then they left. And then I was going to California, like, I think a month and a half later, I was going to California. So I reached out to them. Like, hey, I'm going to be there. If you guys want to get some tattoos, let's do it. Like, yeah, for sure, bro. Just pull up. So I went there. I pull up. I stayed there for almost a month, and I stayed with them. Like, I was not staying at his place, but every day I was
hanging
there.
out?
Yeah, hanging out there. Till I tattooed Lil Xan. That was the first time I tattooed Lil Xan. And then from there, we built a friendship, you know. Like, yeah. So, like, I have his number and all that. Like, he followed me on Instagram and all that stuff. And he's a pretty good guy, a cool guy. Like, I was there, like, 2 weeks ago, something like that. And we was hanging out. We did the tattoo party there. And then from there, we hang out in the bar and all that. Like, it was fun. It was a very fun day. That was the craziest part, like, meeting him, because it was in a club. I didn't thought it was going to really happen, you know what I'm saying? That's it.
This guy has some of the best stories ever.
Yeah. Hold on, you heard it here, guys. You heard it first here, guys. Next episode, Lil Xan on the podcast. That's our next guest.
Everybody on the podcast.
But I'm wondering, so you've met a lot of these guys. Would you say you have any like close relationships with any of them?
Like, we're not really close like that. But, like, for example, if I go to the club and Sway Lee's there, and if he see me, he will say what's up to me. He will introduce me, and he will tell me to go to his table.
Okay, fair.
You know, like, I'm not his friend to, like, call him just to talk and stuff like that or stuff like that. Like, I'm their tattoo artist, and we build a relationship there. So, like, if they're out and I'm in the same place, I will hang out with them. You know, that's how it goes.
So I hate to be this guy because I always hear some people don't like this question, but like, do any of your tattoos have any meaning to you?
Yeah. Not all of them, but some of them. The most meaningful one is my mom's face. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is incredible. I didn't even see that. That looks very nice. And that is a very cute dog.
Yeah, that was my dog. I don't have him anymore. And that one was like two of the meaningful tattoos I have. I have other ones too. I have one for my dad. I have another one for my mom. Some is just like stuff I like the Misfits, the band. I like all her stuff, so most of my tattoos related to that. And also, I let Lil Xan and Smoke Purpp and Ronnie J tattoo me.
Oh,
yeah.
Are they decent?
Yeah.
No worry, he covered over all of that. He already did it.
So this one right here, that star was Smoke Purpp that did it. The ZZZ was Lil Xan, and Oh My God was Ronnie J. The
ZZZ makes sense from Lil Xan.
Yeah, they have that one.
Ronnie J is a producer?
Yeah, he's a producer.
So he's the one that goes like, "Oh my God, Ronnie."
Yeah. Oh my God. Ronnie.
I fucking love that tag.
Yeah.
Have you done any to yourself?
Yes.
You have? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I did this one here, the Anarchy symbol. I did one in my leg right here and another here. I did three on me. But the ones on my leg, when I was starting, I wanted to practice. So
you could hide them.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one was like a year or two ago.
That leads me to another question. So at what point did you get the tattoos on your face? Because that's a big commitment.
Yeah. So, my mom hates tattoo.
Oh, wow.
All right. So, she always told me, like, because when I started getting tattoos, she told me at least don't get visible tattoos, like what people can see. All right, that's too late now. But I never wanted to. I always wanted it, but I didn't do it because of my mom. So I moved out. I came here. I was living here, and I decided to do. Like I was already doing good just tattooing. Like I don't depend on other stuff to like. I don't depend on nobody to make money. You know, like I don't need to work for a company or something like that. So I was like, you know what? Like I'll get a tattoo on my face. Like fuck it, let's do it. So my first tattoo on my face, I think it was a 13 that I had on my face right here. I did a small one, and then after that, I did the spider web. I think, yeah, I did the spider web, and then from there I waited a little bit because it was already being too much. I'm like, okay, let's go down, wait, and then I was like, fuck it, I just did this one right here. And then I did this one here, says trust no one. And then after that, I think I have one under my beard right here. I have a line right here. And then I did the crazy one right here in white ink.
That was really cool.
But the one I had here was a small 13. And how I'm all tatted up, a lot of people was thinking I was from the MS-13.
Oh, jeez. Fuck.
So I was like, oh shit, I don't want to be involved in that. I don't want people to think that, so I have to cover it up. So it's still a 13, but you cannot tell it's a 13. It's in a dark lettering style. So I just cover it, and it's the biggest one I have in my face. So like when I did this one, I was like, I think a little bit about it. I was like, all right, fuck it, bro. Like, let's do it. And he did it. I loved it. Like it's one of my best face tattoo that I think. So.
And what did your mom have to say about your first face tattoo being a 13?
She didn't even notice for a month. I went to Brazil for a month, and when I was almost coming back, she's like, "You tattooed your face?" I'm here for a month, and now you're noticing that I got a face tattoo. But she didn't like it at all. Like when I got the forehead one, I got to Brazil. Before I go into my mom's city, I was in another city and I got this done. And at that time, I was using hats a lot. So I just put the hat lower so she couldn't see it. But I had a point that I was not using it anymore. Like, you know what? I was just going to tell her, and that's it. Hey, look, I tattooed my forehead. I push it up. And she was sad, but I love it. So.
At this point, it's
now she doesn't say nothing anymore.
Exactly.
She just look at it and just shake her head, and like that's it.
Might not even notice.
Nah, like my brother is also a tattoo artist. He's probably tattooing now for 2.5 years, but he's crazy talented. He's very, very good, but he doesn't have no tattoos at all. Like, and people, like my mom was like, "All right, you start tattooing, but don't be like your brother. Don't get tattoos." Say my brother, "Nah, I don't want to get tattooed," but I think he's gonna get a tattoo sooner or later.
Dude, which one was your most painful?
All right, I will say that was my neck and my stomach. I think that was the worst one that I will not redo it. But also, like, it really depends. Each person have a different pain tolerance. Like, for me, my neck hurts a lot. And a lot of people that tattoo their necks, they say that didn't hurt that much. I'm like, all right, so, I was a pussy for that shit. Or you have a very, very big pain tolerance. Like,
no, because I've had other people tell me, like, the fingers or, like, the knees.
Yeah, like have other place that hurts too. But in my experience, the most painful was the stomach and the neck. But, like, other parts that hurts, like, more than usual is hands, finger, ribs, on the foot, like, on your kneecap. Those areas like that.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. It's not that fun.
And then also, what was probably, like, your longest session? Like the longest tattoo that you sat there, because you said that's the biggest part you hated when you first got into this. So then I'm guessing eventually you had to get into some big tattoos, which took you a while.
The biggest one, like the longest one that I took tattooing was 10 hours straight.
Damn. I
imagine never do that again.
I imagine that sucked for you, but I can't even think about the person who's getting the tattoo.
Yeah, it was a friend of mine. Normally stuff like that we'll do in 2 sessions, but he had to leave at that same night. So I was like, all right, let's do everything today.
Fuck.
He was trying to cover up all the tattoos that he had already done.
The other ones I fucked up before.
It took him 10 hours.
Making up for his mistakes.
Yeah. But normally now, I only tattoo for 5 hours, the same tattoo. I will not be more than 5 hours. In
Multiple
the same
sessions.
tattoo. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, 5 hours. We didn't finish. We have to do another session. Because I cannot really focus that much in one design for more than 5 hours. I already noticed that. When they start passing that, I start getting very tired of it. So I don't want to just rush on it or like fuck it up, you know? Yeah. So I stop right there. And I can still tattoo more, but I cannot do the same design. I have to be another designer, another customer, because I have to move my routine on that.
I want to talk more about your business aspect, because you came from tattooing and for other tattoo shops to opening your own shop. Yeah. What did that transition go in?
Best thing ever that happened to me in my life.
I was looking at some pictures. It's a very nice, like the vibe looks nice. And
yeah, the shop before it was an apartment. When we rented, the people that owns the place put it more as a business now. Like, so we cannot live there. So it's only for business, commercial stuff, all that. So that was good because we made it seem like you're at home, you know, and it also looks like a tattoo shop. So like it have a nice vibe for you to like chill there. But responding to your question, the good thing having like your own business and you being your own boss, that you work on your own schedule. Like you don't need to have a schedule. Like I make my own schedule. Like that's perfect for me because in the other shops, like I had to be there for a certain time. Still, if we didn't have no customers, I have to be there from like, for example, from 11 till 6 or something like that. Yeah. And I didn't like doing that because sometimes there will be nobody walking in or nothing. So I was just wasting my time there. Instead I can be doing something for myself or making money other way how. So when I decided to open my shop, the owner of the old shop was mad at me because I took their artist.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I have 2 part owners with me at the shop that used to work there. I was like, hey, I'm opening the shop. If you guys want to partner up with me, let's go. He's like, yeah, fuck it. Fuck the shop. Let's go. So the owner like got pretty mad at me because all the good artists that he had left. So the shop was like, we're no good artists anymore. But yeah.
And all this time you were just saving money to just open up your own shop. You always had that mindset.
Yeah, I put a goal down. Like, till the end of the year, I'm going to open my own shop. Let's go. Let's work this out. So we kept it a secret for a long time because we knew if the owner knew it, that this was going to happen, he was going to fire us before. Yeah. So we probably was talking about this for like 4 months or 5 months, something like that. And then we opened the shop. Yeah, it was not really that long time. It was just a short amount of time, but we made it happen.
How did you work on your marketing when you first opened up?
The fact that so that was one of the scariest things because I never had appointments. My shop now is only by appointments, and we knew it was gonna be only by appointments because it's not a area that have a lot of walk-ins, and we're on the 2nd floor. So like when you pass through the street, you will never notice have a tattoo shop right there. So we were like, okay, how are we gonna do this? Like we have to start promoting ourselves to like get customers because we want to have no walk-ins coming in, so we cannot depend on that. Honestly, bro, I don't know how it happened. It just happened. A lot of people just start hitting up for getting tattoos. And I was like, all right, that's perfect. Like, more people coming in. And then from there, I started tattooing more celebrities. So when I tattooed Lil Pump, he posted me on his Instagram, and that got me mad customers. So that helped a lot. So now, like, what helps me a lot is all the celebrities that tattoo. So that helps a lot. Like, more people want to get tattooed by me because of that. And that's just help on the marketing itself. Like, that's another marketing, like, because they post me, and then more people will see it and won't get tattooed by me.
Everything must have worked out because just we're still in February, and you posted today taking appointments for April only now. Yeah. So you're not even in March, and you're already booked for March.
Yeah. March, I'm full booked.
Almost has a whole year
for
booked.
April. That's my goal. I know artists that have their 1 year like booked already. That's crazy. But for April too, I'm only available after the 23rd.
It's almost
Yeah, so like
Because you're traveling, you're doing conventions.
Yeah, so like I'm traveling. Like that's the like just this month. I'm like this weekend right now. I'm going to New York. The next week I'm going to Boston, and the other week I'm going to Brazil. So that's a lot of traveling. Then when I come back, I'm going to be here for like 3 days or 4 days, and then I'm going to tattoo on a cruise ship.
Oh wow, that's
And that cruise ship, I'm gonna stay there for 2 weeks, and then after that when I'm coming back.
2 weeks on a cruise? What is it?
I did that before.
Just around the world, or what is
so the first time I did it, it's the first tattoo shop in a cruise ship in the world. That's the first one at all. So the first time I tattooed there, we went to Mexico, and we went to Bahamas. Like we did it twice. We went to 2 different places in Mexico, and then we went to 2 different places in Bahamas. And we tattooed during the day, like when we're at the sea days, like when we're on the water, we're tattooing from 10 till 10 p.m. And when we land, we have the break from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. to do whatever we want outside. So we can enjoy it and all that. And then at 4 p.m. we have to come back. And then at 5 we start booking appointments, like for the next day. So it's a very cool experience. But I think all the tattoo artists should do this. It's like very, very nice.
Do you also enjoy traveling, or is it mostly for like work?
I enjoy traveling. Like
Okay.
That's good. I just don't like the traveling part, right? like
the plane ride.
Yeah, getting there, like few hours here,
Packing,
few hours there,
everything.
packing, all that. But when you get there and you know that you can like make money and enjoy a vacation, that's perfect. You know, like you're meeting new cities, you're meeting new places, and you're making money out of it as well. That's a very good experience.
And you have a business working for you, so it's like
it's perfect. It's very good. And that's the thing I would recommend to other artists, like to travel, put themselves out there, because that's another way to advertise yourself too. Because more you do that, more people's gonna start knowing you in those other cities. So whenever you want to go back there, you can have a vacation and you already have customers waiting for you. So that's a very good thing.
And then, do you go on these conventions with your co-founders, or do you go by yourself?
So this one right now that we're going in New York, I'm going with one of the artists that works with me. That's my partner as well. But now we just had a meeting like a week ago or 2, and we're gonna plan to go everybody at the shop all the time on the conventions. I think it's gonna have one in May again, the end of May in Orlando. We're planning on going to that one too, with the whole group.
Also, quick question about the conventions. Who runs these conventions? Is it like different people, or like do you know who's running it?
It's a lot of different people. Like all the big ones are like big brands, but I don't really know who's the main ones.
Okay, so it's basically just a bunch of brands. It's like
it's
sponsorships
yeah.
Okay, to get marketing.
Of course, have one main guy that organizes everything, but there's a lot of brands involved on it too. So like,
it's pretty cool.
yeah.
Do you have any sponsorships? Because I remember at the beginning we were talking about one of the needles, and that you have doing a sponsorship with them. Do you have any right now?
So I was doing sponsorship with the last one was with Chigama. We stopped for a little bit, but we're gotta get back on that. But right now I'm with no sponsorship. So if everybody want to sponsor me, let me know.
And I just wanted to ask, because I just wrote down a bunch of stuff here, but since you've tattooed so many people, like, do you have a favorite piece you've done?
Yeah. So far right now, the favorite one I did was the Air Jordan one.
The Air Jordan one? I saw that one. It looks cool.
That one for me was one of the best ones I did right now. Of course, I have a lot of different ones that I like in different styles, but the one that's stuck in my head right now that I like a lot is this one. Yeah.
Sounds a little bit like recency bias, you know? It was so recent. Yeah,
it's a recent one, so I'm
Okay.
like, I'm still obsessed with it. But other than that, I like a sleeve that I did that's more like a mandala style, more geometric style. And then other ones, the small fruits that I did. I don't know if you saw that one. So like I did a realistic banana, a strawberry, grapes, and stuff like that. That came out super realistic. I was like, yo, this is one of the best too. But I think for the fact that the Air Jordan ones are the recent ones, that's still stuck in my head.
Makes sense. And then I also want to know if you have, by any chance, like a favorite celebrity that you've tattooed.
Can't say that.
Yeah,
right.
you
want to fuck
gotta
me up?
keep it.
You can't say that.
I didn't say the worst. I said the best.
No, I'm not gonna respond that. But I will make a question on top of that. If you ask me, which is the favorite artist that I want, not favorite, but like one of the rappers that I really want to tattoo, that if I tattoo him, I will probably stop tattooing because I will basically did everything I wanted in my life.
Can we guess? Who it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, is this someone who has a lot of tattoos already or no?
I will give you that tip. Yeah, he have a lot of tattoos.
Oh, damn.
So, and he's very famous, very famous. I have two people that have a lot of tattoos and very famous.
All right, go ahead. You guess. You can take your first guess.
Dude, I don't know.
It's a rapper.
I was thinking Snoop Dogg.
You almost got it.
Oh damn.
Snoop Dogg doesn't have a lot of tattoos.
I just thought Snoop Dogg. Who do you got?
If you're smart, you gotta guess it right. If I say he almost got it, you gotta guess it right.
I'm gonna say like,
Come on, Diego, be better. Show your worth.
All right, I'm gonna give you another tip. Is friends with Snoop Dogg.
I had like Dr. Dre in mind, but I don't know.
That's good too, but nah, it's Wiz Khalifa.
Oh damn.
Bro, if I tattoo Wiz Khalifa, all right, I can retire.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't smoke.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if you
can't-
tattoo him, you have
I
to.
will smoke if he offered me a joint. Hey, all right, man. Just because it's you, come on, let's go.
I told Brian, I know this is your house, but if we ever have a guest on that's like super big and he just starts smoking, you're gonna have to let him do it.
Yeah.
Cause you imagine we have Wiz Khalifa here and you tell him, no, you can't smoke.
He's like, what?
He's gonna be like, I'm gonna head the fuck out. I'm out. He's gonna fucking leave.
The same thing. Like, if I have him in my shop, like, I don't allow people to smoke in my shop, but if it's him,
Okay, go
all right,
ahead.
bro, smoke. Go ahead.
He's reached that.
Like,
That's
you cannot
status.
say no to him, bro. Like, there's no way.
As a kid, did you ever see yourself reaching this level?
Not at all, bro. Like, it's so crazy because I used to listen to Sway Lee like a lot, and I never thought in my life I was gonna meet him. It's crazy. I used to listen to Lil Pump a lot, Lil Xan, Smoke Purpp, and all these artists, and I never thought I was gonna have a chance to meet them and tattoo them. Like, they have something on their body for life that I did. They trusted me with that. So, like, it's a very big feeling that I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy how everything worked out.
And it's crazy too because you didn't even see yourself doing tattoos in the first place. It wasn't something you were interested in.
That's true. That's one of the things I'd be happy with it now because, like, I'm happy that I allow myself to at least try tattooing. And because if not, I don't even know what I was gonna do.
Who knows what you'd be. Did you have something that you did want to do? Like, what career path were you thinking about originally?
I have nothing in
Nothing?
mind.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Like, if I depend on college, bro, I was going to be fucked right now. Because I have no idea what to do. You know what I'm saying?
I had it written down, but if you could give your old self any advice, like when you first started tattooing, what would you say to yourself?
I would say the same advice I took. Never give up, bro. Just go for it. Like, still, if you think it's not going to happen, you only got to know if you try. Because that's how I happened. Like, I told myself that tattooing was not for me, but I proved it wrong. It is for me. Like, it's with me right now. I depend on this now to make money and grow myself up. So if you have a dream that you want to make it happen, like, don't just say you want that to happen. Make it happen. Like, it's probably going to take years, but the time is going to pass anyway. So just go make it happen, bro. Like, just go for your dreams. Like, if somebody made it happen, you can make it happen. Like, that's one of the things. Like, before I started tattooing celebrities, I knew a lot of artists that tattoo celebrities. And the celebrities get tattooed. So, like, it's possible to get there. Like, it's not impossible. Like, it's just going to take time, and you have to think a way how to get to them so you can tattoo them. It's just a little bit. But if you guys want to learn on that, I can sell you a course and all that.
He's gonna have the plug-in, bro.
Do you actually sell courses or no?
Nah.
Okay, that was.
But I should. Nah.
They make a lot of money selling courses. I don't.
Especially if you start posting on TikTok. Then
Yeah. There's a lot of people that do that. Like, this age. And
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's a big stream of income for most people that are into anything. Honestly, anything.
Yeah, man. Like, I tattooed one guy. His name is Jofu. I didn't have TikTok. And he's like, bro, do you have TikTok? I'm like, no, I was going to post it on TikTok. I'm like, all right, I can make one right now. I made one. And
Pause. Unpause. Welcome back to the best podcast in the world. We're talking about TikTok.
yeah. So I was about to explain you guys, when I tattooed Jufu, I didn't have TikTok. And he's like, oh, I was going to post you on TikTok. And I was like, oh, but I can make a TikTok if you want. Like, and then you can post me. He's like, all right. So I made a TikTok and he posted me. The next day, I already had like 4,000 followers. I was like, damn. All right. I didn't expect that. But I don't use TikTok. So it just stopped right there. And like, I get a little bit more followers after that. But I post a little bit more videos after that. But it just stay right there. But like TikTok is one of the places right now you can like
blow up
like crazy. You know?
So why aren't you a fan? Like, why don't you use that as one of your marketing platforms?
Because it's based more on videos, and I don't really do videos a lot.
Oh, okay.
So, but I should, because I know that's gonna grow me up better. But I just don't have the patience to record and do it. You know, if I had somebody doing that for me, then yeah, I would be posting. But me record, edit, and post, that's not for me.
I mean, I don't know how much editing you really have to do on TikTok.
Not really that much, but
Exactly.
I'm just lazy for that.
do you use it for like personal use or?
I just use it to say I have it.
Mm.
That's it. You have a TikTok? Yeah.
Just in case anybody else wants to shout him out.
Yeah, you want to shout me out? All right. Maybe,
Okay, go.
Maybe you can make me get famous there. I don't know.
Hey, that's you. If you blow up on TikTok, it'll bring you a lot of customers.
That's true. But most of the customers, most of the people that follow me on TikTok are little kids. They cannot really get tattoos. So like,
makes sense.
That's why I think I didn't really focus on it, because most of them are underage. So like, there's no way I can tattoo them. So I don't know. But also I can work it out better to get more clients that can get tattoos, you know. But I don't have the patience for that.
So right now, most of the people, they reach out to you to like Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram is the main one right now.
Is there any other place people could find you?
Just on Instagram and that. Also the shop Instagram, and the shop have his own account on Google. So like when you Google tattoo shops, my shop will pop up, and from there, we'll have the Instagram of the shop, the number of the shop, and people contact from there, and they can find my information.
How'd you come up with the name, by the way? Underground Tattoo Company.
So I didn't come up with a name.
Oh, okay.
So a friend, like the old manager of the shop where I used to work, he knew we was going to open a shop, and he just said, why you guys don't put it underground? I'm like, I like it. All right. Underground it is.
Underground
And
Tattoo
that's how
Company.
I come up. Yeah.
Then we also haven't talked a lot about your piercings, which is how you originally basically started in this entire area.
Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. I started doing piercing when I was 15. I started piercing. I pierced myself first, and then I started piercing some friends. All the friends I pierced, the first ones, I'm sorry for them because it came out crooked. It came out very bad. But that's the only way I learned, because I was learning on YouTube, and the only way I learn correctly if I practice. That's the only way where everything. You can't have the theory on your head, but you only gotta like know how to do it when you start doing it. The same things with tattoos. You only get better when you tattoo a couple times, more and more and more. So with piercing, I pierced a lot of people. I fucked them all up, and then I started getting good on it, and then I became like a very good piercer. At that time, I did a class. I did a class for piercings, so to teach people. Like,
I thought you were learning. I was like,
no,
he's officially.
I got very good at it. That I started giving class to people. I did like 3 classes, and that was all in Brazil. I did 3 classes. Most of the people that did the classes with me is still doing piercings till now. And from that, when I came here, when I came to Miami, I did it. I was doing piercings at the other shop where I used to work at. I almost said the name of it. I don't want to say the name. When I was working there, I was tattooing and doing piercings. When I opened my shop, I didn't want to do piercing anymore because I want to focus just in tattooing and get better. So right now I'm not doing piercings, but we just hire apprentice. She's learning and all that, and she's doing piercings right now. So if you guys want to get some piercings, I'm gonna be there, seeing her doing the piercing on you guys. So just go there, and it's free. So just go there and
nice.
get some piercings. Probably if you guys see this after a year or something, it's not free anymore. Or not even after a year, like after a few months, it's not free anymore.
So take advantage right now, guys.
Just here in March, all right? March of 2022.
He has to put the year. But how does a 15-year-old you find his way into piercings? Like, was it because you just wanted to do one to yourself?
Because at that time, like most of my friends had piercings, and I was like, oh, I want to get piercings. My mom didn't let me get piercings, so I did it myself because nobody wanted to pierce me because I was underage. So when I did, my first piercing was in a weird place, was on my finger, and I pierced my own finger. And my mom told me to take it off. I was like, I only got to take it off if you let me pierce my lip. And she's like, no, I will let your finger fall before you pierce the lip. I like, fuck. Until my finger was getting very bad, very infected, and she's like, all right, pierce your fucking lip and like take that off. I like, all right, perfect. So I pierced my lips. I pierced both sides. The first ones got infected, so I took it off, and then I like, you know what? I still want them. I pierced it myself. And this one I have it for like since I was 16, I think. The lip one, yeah, 16, and I just got into it because I saw people having it. I like it, and I started piercing myself. So like my friends want to get piercing, so I was piercing my friends, and from there was on. I'm like, all right, let me study about this, and I started studying about it, getting better and better, and that's how I learned.
You're basically self-taught in everything you do.
Basically, of course, I have people that help me,
yeah.
But most of the time, like when I want to get into stuff, like I try not to depend on nobody for that, because if you depend on somebody for doing what you want to do, it's gonna take you longer. You know, like you have to wait for them to do it on their own time, and like I don't have time for that to wait for people to teach me. So I'm gonna teach myself.
If you would have waited on that, your first mentor, you wouldn't have tattooed anybody.
I don't want to say this, but I'm better than him now. So
wow.
I don't want to say it saying it, but yeah, I'm glad. Like, of course, I appreciate it. Like, I'm very grateful that he put me on that right now, because if not, I was not gonna be here. I even say like, because he got mad at me, he blocked me on everything, then he unblocked me, and then when I moved here to Miami, I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, I just want to say thank you for you motivating me to be a tattoo artist, because if not, I was not gonna be here where I'm at right now. And then he like, oh, from all the people I was teaching, you was the first one to thank me after it. I like, oh shit. All right, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. That's it.
That guy was basically the one who, like, he reached out to you and he was like, hey, like, you should get into this,
I met him because I was doing piercings, and I had a guy at his shop that was selling jewelries, and I went there to buy jewelries, and that guy told him that I didn't have a shop. So he was like, oh, you can't work with me. I was like, yeah, I can think about it. He's like, no, you can't work with me. It's yes or no. I was like, I just met you, but okay, I need a shop. Yes, I will work with you. So he got my Facebook, and on my Facebook, I have some of my drawings, and he saw my drawings, and he's like, oh, you should become a tattoo artist. And that's how it happened. Like I say, that's not for me. Yeah. That's cool.
Can we talk more a little bit about, just to finish it off, about your hobbies, about your bikes? How'd you get into that?
It's because the traffic in Miami sucks. I cannot park nowhere. And like, so like, you know, I'm getting a motorcycle. I can cut out the cars. I know that's not legal, but I do it.
I was going to say, is that legal here? Lane splitting?
No.
Oh, damn.
I do that. Park anywhere I want between cars. It's easier. So for me, it's better, you know? And after that, I start loving it. So that's why I have 2 bikes and no car.
2 bikes and no car. Yeah, we had originally planned to do the podcast at another time, and you couldn't come because of the rain.
Yeah, because like it was raining. I'm like, man, I don't want to come in. Like, I'm not gonna go there because I only have a bike, and the Uber was too expensive. Like, no.
But that has to, like, you're in Miami. It rains here often. What do you do?
But most of the time when it rains, if I have to go to places, it's closer to me, so I just get an Uber. It's once in a while, like and if it's raining too much and I don't have nothing to do, I just stay home. Like, there's no way to be moving. The only part that sucks just having a bike is like buying groceries when it's raining and stuff like that.
Did your mom approve the bike? Did she say, yeah, I don't know?
She doesn't like
It doesn't seem like your mom.
Doesn't like anything.
It doesn't seem like she approves of much of what you do.
No.
But he's successful.
Yeah.
The
so that's
tattoos,
good.
the
Kids,
piercings,
go against your mother.
Yeah.
they're never right.
Exactly.
Okay. I think we're pretty much close to wrapping up. Unless you have any other questions you want to ask.
Well, no, I wanted to ask him if he wanted to say anything. Anything off your chest before we
Nah, I'm good, bro. It was very nice, like having this podcast with you guys. This was a very good experience.
We appreciate you coming on.
I'm very glad he came. You're actually the first guest that's like very like calming in a way that I didn't feel nervous. Maybe it's because I've done plenty of these already, but I don't feel like
I wouldn't say plenty.
I didn't feel
It's
it's a
episode
lot.
11.
It's a lot of hours. It's like 9-10 hours of podcast.
Okay.
So it's like I didn't feel like intimidated, nervous.
that's good,
It felt chill. It was chill.
Maybe it's a new set.
Maybe
Let us
it
know what you
is.
guys think about the new set. By the way, I think it's nice. You think this like you comfortable here?
Nah, I'm very comfortable here. Nah, I'm not. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm very comfortable here. Like, it feels good. This doesn't feel like you're too much pressure or something like that. And the setup is nice. You feel comfortable and all that.
We appreciate you coming on. Really appreciate it. All his stuff will be down below, guys. Check him out. Maybe schedule an appointment for like 2 months from now, because obviously he's already booked.
More like 6.
But we still have good artists at the shop. So if you guys want to get something soon, still reach out to us and we will get you guys.
Yeah, we'll have his personal stuff and we'll have Underground Tattoo Company down below. We really appreciate you coming on. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you guys next week. Peace. Deuces.